Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? This is your boy Food Junkie just coming at you with a little video. Um, Normally, I don't do commentary on reality shows and things like that. You know, that's not what we do over here. But I have an opinion about something, and I've been hearing this conversation going on since Sunday after watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Basically, I've been hearing this conversation going on since the premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I have my opinions, and the commentary that I've been watching have not been what I wanted to hear, and y'all know how I do it. If it's not what I want to hear, I come on here and talk about it the way I'm going to talk about it. But let's talk about what's going on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and reality versus entertainment. I understand that we, as the consumers of reality TV, have certain expectations of our reality stars, have certain things that we want to see, have certain things that we want to experience in our quote unquote reality spaces. But let me talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and what is unfair in our expectations. The whole thing this season on the Real Housewives of Atlanta is why isn't Candy telling her business? Why isn't Candy allowed to people say like she can't talk about what she wants to talk about or telling her personal business or telling what's going on. I.e., for example, the shooting at Blaze that happened last year during the time of the taping of the show. And on Sunday, it kind of came to a head. There's a bunch of scuttlebutt on the YouTube streets, on the in the blogosphere, saying that Kenny doesn't talk about her personal business, and people are afraid to bring it up, and things like that. Third, let me tell you how I see certain things, and what's based on the conversations going on. Marlo's upset because it seems as though Candy don't want to talk about what happened at Blaze. But let me, and then Ken, and when Drew brought it up, Candy basically gave a really quick answer, a nonchalant answer, because it's an ongoing case at the time. And Marlo gets upset. In the episode, Drew and Marlo gets into the situation, was not this and the third. But when Drew brought it up and Candy answered what she answered, and Marlo got upset with that. Sorry, excuse me, you guys. And Marlo said, well, she's going home because Candy don't want to tell her business. So Candy said, well, let's talk about the fact that you sliced someone in their face. People want to talk about, oh, well, that was 20 some years ago, this and the third. Let me explain to people who really don't understand, who really can't comprehend, it seems to me, the difference between the Blaze shooting situation and the Marlo situation. The difference is if Candy owned a building, Candy owned an establishment where an incident slash shooting, however you want to call it, happened. It didn't involve Candy per se. It didn't involve Todd per se. It didn't involve, you know what I'm saying, their immediate family. It involved her cousin, yes. But why should Candy have to answer for an employee and her cousin get into an incident in a building, an establishment in which she owns? It didn't involve her. It happened in an establishment in which she owned. It happened in the establishment in which she is a proprietor of, but it didn't involve her per se. It didn't involve her. The big difference between what happened at Blade and what happened with Marlo, you actually took a blade, a razor, a knife, a piece of glass, whatever you used, whatever weapon you used to physically assault someone. Now, if Candy was physically assaulted, or if Candy physically assaulted someone like she threatened to hit headbutt old girl, then that's the storyline. See, my problem with this current reality genre that we're in, people are expecting you to divulge every aspect of your life. I'm not, because I don't care that much. You know what I'm saying? I have other shit going on in my life, whatever. So I don't care about what you're doing in your life unless it affects me. But you we should not be expecting people to give up information that they don't want to give. Yes, cameras are following them. Yes, you follow the reality. But the reality is, just because someone walks into a scene with a sling on their arm, if you haven't heard the story about what happened at Blaze, all you're thinking is, oh, someone that you're talking to got hurt. James, exactly. And this is your genre. This is your thing. It's crazy to me that people want Candy to discuss something that she was involved in. Yes, it happened in her building. That's like me owning a building, an apartment building. Someone dies in my apartment building. Someone gets shot in my apartment building. All of a sudden, y'all want me to talk about it. I don't know what's going on. It's none of my business. And if it's an ongoing investigation, it's an ongoing investigation. How many times do I need to say it's an ongoing investigation? Right. Exactly. Right. So it's like, oh yeah, definitely right, James. Definitely, your situation right now. What do they want you to say? What do we want? You know what I'm saying? Candy to say. We can't expect of Candy to tell us something that she really don't know anything about because it's an ongoing investigation. And even after everything is concluded, it doesn't involve Candy. It involved a building in which she lived. Like it involves your brother. And you don't know what's going on with that situation. Yes, you hear stuff and you may know a little something more than we know, but I'm not expecting anyone to tell me something that they don't want to tell me. I give you what I want you to have. I don't give you what you want. And if you don't like what I'm giving you, then it's your choice to move on. It's your choice to move past it. I don't get how grown adults, especially a lot of these content creators on here in this YouTube space in that genre, expects what's up, Ash? How you doing, baby? Expects people to give more than what it is. If the tables were turned and just because you're online talking and giving your opinion, if I chose to dive into your life and expose it and want you to answer for it, you wouldn't like that. So I don't understand why you want some because somebody's on TV. It's the same thing on a smaller scale. We've seen Kempire, which is my boo, and I'm not talking about him because I haven't seen this commentary yet, but we've seen Kempire on several shows giving commentary. We've seen him on Young, Rich, and African. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kempire from there. We've seen Kempire on, I think it was it Potomac or Atlanta or one of these shows, but we've seen Kempire content being used all over the place. We've seen House of Aaron content being used all over the place. That doesn't give us the right to dive into these people's lives and expect them to give us what we want personally in their lives. You know? So I don't understand how people expect Candy to give more than what she's willing to give. She's giving you what she wants you to have. And for people who say, well, we don't discuss our business, yes, we do. We discuss the old lady gang. We discuss the dungeon tour. Remember the whole situation with her and Portia? Well, I heard that you are have what the rumor? I heard that you wanted to tie me up in your basement and drug me. Kenny turned that into a dungeon tour where people was on stage being tied up, not drugged, but tied up in sexy situations happen. I don't know what the tour actually involved, but I'm just saying. We know about Candy's play, the first play, the play that was on the Chitlin circuit. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of nosy ass people. Same shit that happens on here. People want more than what you're willing to give them. We know that Candy had a show, the piano player that got you know what I'm saying, that was cut short because of COVID. We know, no, sorry, not the piano player. That's the one that she got nominated for a Tony for. We know that the play before then, I forgot the name of that play, whatever, was cut short because of you know what I'm saying, COVID. We know she opened up restaurants. We know that Todd's trying to open up a restaurant. We know that her and Todd's going through some situations because they both are very busy and they're working what's not, and they feel that, you know what I'm saying, Todd feels that, you know, Candy's not doing what he wants her to do as much as he does for her. We know all these things. So what else do we want? Just because you want specific information about specific things, y'all want to sit here and say Candy's not showing her business. And granted, Marlo's feelings is valid to her, not to Candy. It doesn't have to be about it to Candy. And then she getting upset with Drew saying, "Well, my cousin died." Then she want to come on live. Marlo want to come on live and say, "Well, my cousin worked for Candy at the old lady gang." um, my cousin worked for Candy at the old lady gang was not, and 6 months after he stopped working there was not. He died. Okay, people die every day. I'm sorry. Call me a asshole. Call me what you want to call me was not. But people die every day. People that I've worked with have died. Am I crying over that? No. Am I? Did I like them? Not really, but they died. Okay, condolences to your family. What else you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I can't do more than what I'm capable of doing or what I'm willing to do. That sounds bad. That sounds mean. That sounds whatever. But it's that's just honest. Some people just don't like people. Like people in my family died. Y'all don't know about that because I don't bring it to y'all attention because it's no one's business. I have people in my family who are sick. It's none of y'all business. I'm not coming here and looking for y'all to woo 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 me. I'm dealing with the way I deal with it was not. And the one time I did come on here and talk about death was not that involved me. Twitter's your news. um, you know what I'm saying? James was there when I teared up that one time about my husband and how his mom and dad is passed. You know what I'm saying? And was that how that hurts me for him? That yeah, that was one time years ago. But I'm not gonna come on here every day. Oh, nor do I expect anyone to woo 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 me. I started tearing up. I got off camera, walked away, cussed y'all out for making me cry, and moved on. You know what I'm saying? Or had me tear up because the thing is, yes, when this person was not, people handle things differently, and I'm not gonna come on camera trying to. You remember that action? Yeah, I mean, like that. I mean, I can I talked about it much as I possibly could without getting off too much of our personal business. Teared up because I felt for my husband, and got off camera, walked away, came back, cussed y'all out, laughed, joked, hee hee ha ha was that, and moved on. But my thing is this: like, what do you want? Like, what does Marlo want from Candy? It seems like Marlo wants Candy to be her friend. It seems like Marlo wants something from Candy that Candy's not willing to give based on all the shit that Marlo has done to her and has been doing to her. Baby, I'm condolences to your family, but I don't care at this point. You've done too much. You said too much. You went too low for me to sit up here and give you some type of extra energy because someone in your family passed. We all have people in our family who passes. I'm sorry. That sounds mean. That sounds rude. That sounds cold blooded. But it's not. It happens. People die. People get shot. People work for people. People who have known of people was not. But other than that, what else do you want me to give you? You want me to sit here and discuss something that happened in a building that I own and a business that I own that I really don't have all the details about. Hey, Sean, how you doing, baby? What Candy said the first time that producer broke the fourth wall, what Candy Todd said is that it's an ongoing investigation. And that should be enough. It's the producer's fault for trying to push the issue, thinking you're going to get more than what they're willing to give you. So I blame production. This time, it is the edit. Blame it on the edit. Shout out to RuPaul. You know what I'm saying? It is the edit at this time because if you know the week prior that someone, unless this is done out of order, and that could be the case as well. But if someone says we can't discuss this, it's a legal matter. It's an on. It was very tacky, very very tacky. It's an ongoing investigation, and then the next scene, or you put the net for the next week,
You have someone trying to bring it up, and then someone's getting mad because you said, you know what I'm saying, everybody's okay. What else you want to say? That tells you I don't want to talk about it. There's other shit that we could talk about. Don't try to force a scene. That's overproducing. That's trying to overdevelop a storyline that doesn't make sense. That's you inserting yourself into something that doesn't make sense. And us as quote unquote YouTubers or commentary people was not. We need to be able to be smart enough not to fall for that narrative. There's so much other stuff going on with Candy that we don't have to discuss or lean on that one thing. We have what? 16 more episodes, 13 more episodes, or how many more episodes to get through? But y'all focusing on that and then making it, oh, well, Marlo, I understand what she's saying. I don't understand what she's saying. Candy had a whole fiance killed and talked about it, cried about it on camera. Y'all remember AJ? Candy have a whole situation going on with her, with Riley's father, Block. Y'all don't remember that? So when is it that Candy doesn't discuss her personal business? We know more about Candy and her life from the show than we know about Marlo. How did Marlo get all this money besides dating that one billionaire? So she said. Who was the billionaire that you dated? What do you do for money? Exact right. The same thing with Teresa in her court case. Certain things you can't talk about because it is a legal matter. It does jeopardize or hinder you from moving forward in a legal case. There's one thing with reality TV and there's one thing with entertainment. When you take reality TV as something that you are 100% entitled to, that's their reality, not yours. And then their reality was that they had to protect themselves. They have to protect their businesses. They have to protect their brands, regardless of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You have this whole narrative that they're trying to spin. Wasn't a girl named Courtney? Oh, Ghetto. When Candy wasn't in that, that's Ghetto. It's Ghetto, Ghetto. Then you have Sheree. Well, we go to old litigate. You don't know if you're going to get bullets or biscuits. It's this thing that y'all trying to get Candy as this person who's this street girl. Well, it's not. And why? What's the like I said, this ain't me came for candy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this is me seeing what is out there, what y'all are showing me, and I'm seeing it as it is, not as I want it to be. And nothing against Marlo, nothing against Courtney, nothing against Sheree, nothing against some things. I've met some of these people before. Nothing against any of these people. But my point is, we need to do better. We need to be able to differentiate between reality and entertainment. We can't sit up here and follow this narrative that they're trying to spin, and because the person that they're trying to spin it on isn't going for it, isn't going with it, they see what's going on, and they're adjusting the movie accordingly. We all would do that. We all do that. Those of us who have had people lie on us or tell stories about us or us not, we talk about what we want to talk about. It may not be what you want to hear, but if you're going to listen, you're going to listen. If you're not, you're not. I don't expect people to behave differently than how I behave. And Candy gave y'all too much. I wouldn't have gave y'all that. I wouldn't have gave y'all that. I said it's a personal issue. I said that it's a legal issue. Now stop asking me about something that I'm not going to talk about. Period. Like it, dislike it, love it, hate it, do what you want to do with it. But that's what it is. Like I'm sick and tired of people. I'm watching all this commentary about it, whatever, online, and no one is saying, "Well, why you gonna bring up something 20 years ago?" Because Marlo physically assaulted someone and got arrested for it. And didn't the girl kill herself? You know what I'm saying? Didn't the girl kill herself? So that's why that's important. That's why that is relevant. Kenny didn't physically do something to somebody and then someone ended their life. Kenny didn't physically do something to someone or was involved in something was not, and a life was ended. Marlo, you were. Sorry. You may not have been a cause, you probably would have caused. I don't know. But that's what it is. You physically cut someone's face, and later on, that person killed themselves. Sorry, ended their life. I don't know how what's appropriate or not because I don't talk about this stuff. But ended their life. Yes, that's very relevant. That's the thing is, y'all keep saying, "Oh, that's 20 years ago." Yes, 20 years ago, after you cut someone in their face, they unalive themselves. Yes, that's very relevant. That's very important. Let's talk about that. Marlo is not as open as y'all as the people keep saying they are. Oh, Marlo's open. We don't know anything about Marlo. We know about Light Archives. We know about those two boys. We know about her mom. We know about her sister. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nene told the story. Marlo didn't tell the story. Marlo, we have the stories out there, but what happened? Why did you cut the girl's face? What was the cause of it? What was going on with you? What was you thinking? What did you feel when you heard that she ended her life? What do you do for a living? How do you get your money? Okay, yes, you dated a billionaire. What does that mean? I dated a billionaire. Let's talk about all the bad checks you wrote at Neiman Marcus. Let's talk about your life as an ex booster. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about all the bad checks you wrote. Let's talk about. Yes, we know you have mug shots. Why we have these mug shots? And don't clean it up with, oh yeah, I've done some stuff in the past. No, what did you do? We all got shit that we've done before. Was not. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. I'm just saying. So I know more about Candy than I know about you, and not because she's worldwide, but because she's have been exposed on. Because she has exposed it on TV on the reality show. I don't know anything about you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about you besides you dated a billionaire that you talked about, but you still didn't talk about that really. After you're a mess, but I mean, but then like this, that's your claim to fame. Are they the billionaire? No, okay. How did you like? Let's talk about the situation. Are you a call girl? Did you sell pussy for pennies? What did you or for Porsches? What is it? What's going on? Like let's not act like you are this open book because you're not. You always smell. And yeah, I date a billionaire. I have lots of businesses. I listen. Girl, that's no. Because stock market crashed several different times since you've been selling pussy. Sorry, since you've been dating a billionaire. The stock market has crashed several times. Ups and downs. What are the investments that you had that kept you afloat? Or did you pull a Kim? You had a big papa was not, and you threatened to expose him, so he paid you off. What's really the tea? I'm just trying to figure out. You want Kennedy to expose and divulge certain things about her was not that she don't have no right to divulge to you, especially not someone like you. I'm just saying, so y'all need to act like y'all have some common sense when y'all do commentary, because being biased isn't not a good look, especially for someone who's critically thinking and watches the shows that y'all talk about. There's a difference between reality and entertainment. There's a huge difference. This show is for entertainment. I don't need to know what happened at Blaze. I don't. Okay, baby, appreciate it. Yeah, I was in breakfast too. I'm like, no, let me talk about this shit because I'm tired of listening to this commentary that's not really being said. No one's saying anything different. No one's saying anything, you know what I'm saying, worth anything.
Y'all just want to be nosy, which is fine. Be nosy, but let's be realistic. Someone did get bang bang. Someone did get shot. You know what I'm saying? Someone did get injured. Yes, it was Candy's thing, but Candy also said that she has relatives in jail that she's visited. I remember watching one of her speak on it, whatever. I think it was one of her Candy lives, whatever, where she said that they made her take out her wig. Like they were saying during one of the times she was on doing big things on Real Housewives when she visited her people in jail. So we know these things. If you're watching these people, what's not, if you're following these people, whatever, regularly, whatever, you're seeing stuff about these people, what's not, and everything doesn't have to be for TV fodder. Because you wanted to be on TV, what's not, and you want to know about it, doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, you should know about it. It is what it is. What it is. Someone got injured in one of her buildings. Okay. And you want to equate that to, oh, it triggered me. It didn't trigger you because if it triggered you, it would have triggered you when it happened, not on camera. So y'all don't get that? No one realized that? No one saw that? She was so triggered because when she talked to Candy about her nephew or cousin, whoever it was that was killed, after leaving the restaurant 6 to 9 months later, he died. Okay, what do you want Candy to do? I'm confused. What do you want anyone to do? I'm sorry to hear that. First she said, oh, really? Processing it. And then later on she wrote, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What else you want her to do? You want her to send a flower wreath? No, she didn't know him. Well, clearly, whatever happened, he wasn't employed with her anymore. Like, I'm confused. Like, I don't know. Like, people I work with was not. Their family members died. What do you want me to do? Condolences to your family. I'm sorry that you experiencing this. Now, there's nothing else I can say and or do. But when you try to use it against me, was not, you may get a fuck you at that point because it's like, so what else you want me to do? You're doing too much. You want me to sit here and cry with you and hold your hand when we're not even friends? You're talking shit about me left and right, but yet again, you want me to have some empathy and sympathy for you? That's not real, true human emotions. It's not. Y'all want this perceived TV emotions with people. If Candy don't fuck with you, it's not, and she don't care about you, whatever. What do you want her to do? What do you want anybody to do who don't fuck with you? That hear bad news about you? It's human to be like condolences, but other than that, what do you want me to do? It's crazy. Like, I don't understand what people's expectations are of these people. These people are still human beings. These people still have human emotions. And while Molo's feelings are valid, whatever she is, don't expect people to sit here and rally behind you when they don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna come on here and tell people who don't fuck with me and expect them to be like, "Oh my God, food junkie, I'm so sorry to hear that was not." No, they're gonna try to drag me with it. Y'all know that we do it all the time, especially in this sector. We hear some tragic news or some bad news, we're dragging you on it. They're dragging you on it. They're talking shit about you. What's that? Is it right? Is it wrong? It's up to people who does that. You know what I'm saying? There's no type of, oh my God, well, now let me stop dragging you. No, you don't say some shit about me that I didn't like. So now, yes, I got some ammunition against you. I'm dragging you. I don't care. And even if I don't drag you about it, it's not, I'm not gonna care about it. I'm not gonna sit here and show you some empathy or sympathy when you've done the most disparagable and despicable things to me. I don't care how many times Marlo goes live and how many times she tried to explain what she was coming from. It still is what it is. I don't care. Candy don't care. You've done some shit to her that she don't that she feel is not right. You can't say that she done fucked everyone in Atlanta. That like you done some real foul stuff about said some real foul stuff about Candy. Was that now you want her to sit here and expose her personal business to you or expose what she's going through and her family business to you for fodder for you so you can use later against her? I mean, come on now. Like, let's be realistic about this shit. I'm just saying, dude, there's a difference between reality and entertainment. This is entertainment. based on reality, but at the same time, it's still entertainment. This ain't a documentary. This ain't a docu-series. Y'all really aren't documenting what's going on in people's lives. If that's the case, we'll know more about Marlo. We'll know more about Sheree. We'll know more about you know what I'm saying, Drew and everybody else is on the show. Reality is just these quote unquote reality shows has become entertainment shows. Was not, they become scripted. They become, and if you know anything about reality was not shows, you know, they prep you before you go into a scene. Why do you think there's writers and runners and all this other stuff on reality shows? They're being prepped before they go into a scene. Oh, so said this about you. Oh, try to bring up this, that, and the third, opposed to just having cameras truly following you and documenting your life or what you're going through. I'm just saying, keep this shit real. That's why there's a difference between a docu series and a reality show. Right, call sheets. Exactly. There's call sheets. There's prepping those out. Oh, we're gonna be at this today. Opposed to just say, oh, what are you doing today? Okay, cool. We'll be there to tape it. You got to be there at this certain time. You got to be there doing this certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just crazy. Like, I'm just saying. Difference between reality and entertainment. These are entertainment shows. I don't expect anything too real to you know what I'm saying, come from these shows. If we already heard about it, was that it's online. It's on YouTube somewhere. It's on Twitter somewhere. It's on Facebook, MySpace, shit, Black Planet. I don't know. It's on social media. Now, if they bring it up, they bring it up. But if they don't want to bring it up, they don't have to bring it up. It's okay. It is okay. But y'all, yeah, I gave y'all 30 minutes or so. Just want to say, like, we gotta be very mindful about our what we expect from these people. We expect too much from these people. We really are. I'm just saying. Once again, this is your boy Food Junkie. I don't do commentary like this. Y'all know I don't care about these reality shows. I said how I think of it is just that. I'm just saying Black Planet. I don't know. Shit. Whatever these social media applications are. But yeah, y'all know I don't do commentary like this. I mean, because I look at it for it is. It's all fake. It's all fake reality. It's all fake things. So for me to sit here and be like, oh wow, yes, you're not talking about. I don't care. I don't care enough about these people's lives or know every aspect of their lives. Entertain me, shit. Do a cute little, wear a cute little outfit, have a nice little dinner, cuss someone out, argue, move on. But don't take it to the form of, oh well, she don't tell us about what she does or her businesses. Yes, we do. We knew she opened up a steakhouse restaurant. We see last season when they was having all those parties and stuff at Blaze, but now all of a sudden this season we don't know what's going on. Shut up, like shut up. In the word of Tisa Tells, what was it Tisa Talos? Whatever her name is, you know, the little cute lady with the curly hair. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Her. It's like it's crazy. Like y'all don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, y'all, it's your boy Food Junkie. Love you guys for being here. I hope you have a good morning. But as always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's when you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. If you don't mind, like the video on the way out. Thank you. Bye bye.